Dan Karcher back here on Sky Sox Warmup from Security Service Field, and my guest is Sky Sox outfielder Logan Schafer. And Logan, you've been down here now for a couple of weeks from Milwaukee. How would you say things are going for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to come down and be in the lineup every day and get consistent at-bats and kind of be able to roam the outfield every day. And, it started off kind of how I left it up there. I was hitting a lot of ground balls and, my rhythm wasn't quite there. But, after the first week and a half, I'm starting to feel better at the plate and, see pitches a little better and, turn into the player that I know I am. And it's a process like everything is in this game. And, we have a great team here, and the guys, have been awesome to me and Scooter and the people that have been going up and down, along with Sardinas and, Yachty too. So it's been great. We're just hoping to win a couple more games here and play the game the right way, and we're all trying to get out of here.
Now, you talk about a process. What in your mind has made the difference for you of late, because you are hitting the ball much better?
Just focusing on, finding more barrel than worried about results. I mean, this game is so result-oriented, even though it should be more process-oriented. And that's one of the hardest things to do, especially when you're the guy that bounces between AAA and the big leagues is, just continue to work on the process and know that, if you put in the work and make sure that you do everything you can to get yourself to be the best player you can be, then that's going to give you the results in the end. But one of the hardest things to learn and one of the hardest things to stick with.
Nobody likes to hear the news that they're being sent down. It's happened to you a few times, and it happens to just about everybody. But what was your mindset when you got the news?
I was at first, we're all here to get to the big leagues. So, I mean, I've had my fair share of time up there. But I had excitement when I got sent down. It's, not typically what you hear, but I was excited because I'm an everyday baseball player. To get the most out of my talents and abilities is, put me out in the outfield for 9 innings so I can steal some hits, take some runs, throw some runners out, and give me 4 or 5 at-bats a game. And, I'll put up numbers and things will eventually even out. But, that role up in the big leagues is one of the hardest ones to do when you're coming off the bench and not getting very many at-bats, and especially as a young guy. And since that's been my only role at the big league level, like I said, this game's about results, and they haven't been that pretty at the big league level in that role. But, that's why I was excited when I got sent down so I can play every day and get those numbers where they need to be.
Logan Schafer, my guest, Sky Sox outfielder here on Sky Sox Warmup. The Brewers got off to a bad start this year, and then the managerial change took place from Ron Renicky to Craig Counsell. During that period of time when things got off to such a rough start, what was the mood like up there?
Well, I mean, it's at the big league level, it's only about one stat, and that's wins and losses. They're going to try and field the best team they have and put it out there every single day. And, when it comes to, like, the morale and the mood of the team, we can't. It's really difficult to stay positive and stay happy and act like everything's fine when, you have the talent that you do and you have the players that you do and you feel like you're a really well put together team and a good tight clubhouse, and those losses start piling up early. It's really difficult to get mentally get yourself to try and erase that and start over fresh and trying to work on that game today. And I feel like that was our issue. It was hard to forget about the past. It kind of got us last year at the end of August and September. So, our mood could have been better, but it's a hard thing to do. It's something we all have to learn, and it's a tough thing to do.
What kind of impact can a managerial change have at the major league level?
We'll find out. I mean, to be completely honest, I think Ron did a fine job managing. I think that he was, it wasn't on him. It was on the players. It was on us as a team that we didn't perform. And, unfortunately, somebody, sometimes changes need to be made. And whatever that change is, you got to try and shake something up. And I played with Craig, and he's an awesome guy. He's got a lot of energy. He's really a smart guy, fun to get along with. And, he'll be a great guy for the role. But, again, I don't really know. I haven't had an in-season managerial change, while I was playing. So I don't quite know the ramifications of it.
Just a couple of more questions for Logan Schafer here. Well, the Brewers moved their AAA affiliate from Nashville to Colorado Springs in the offseason. What are your thoughts on that move?
You know, I just like playing baseball, and I don't really care what city we're in, what we're doing. The only thing that I would have changed or I would make better is something that no one can change, and that's the weather. I mean, since we got to Colorado, it's been pretty cold, pretty wet, and not the best baseball playing conditions. It's been a rough year, but I've heard that's not quite how it typically is out there, especially in May, maybe a little in April, but it's about to warm up out there, and it's a great clubhouse. The amenities are fine, and as long as the fans keep coming out, it'll be fun to play, and it's a nice little community.
Obviously, used to be a Rockies affiliate for many years. You were drafted by the Rockies in, I think, 2007. What happened there?
I got drafted by the Red Sox in 2006 and the Rockies in 2007. But coming from California, I had to go to junior college because I was a little guy coming out of high school, and I wanted to make sure that I was as close as I could be to getting my education done. And when it comes to getting into the professional ranks, if you get in when you're not ready, you can get weeded out pretty quickly. So I wanted to get another year in at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and make sure that my skills were where they needed to be to compete at the professional level, and make sure that I could be moved quickly. And in hindsight, I could have gotten hurt. Something could have happened, and that was the risk I wanted to take to make sure that my skills were where they needed to be to enter the pro level and move my way up.
How did you like Cal Poly San Luis Obispo? How would you describe your time there?
It was about 2.5, 3 hours away from my house, so it gave me that good college experience of moving away from your parents and your friends and all that, and getting to know a whole nother community and kind of starting fresh. And that alone helped me in my baseball life. How crazy moves and changes are with our situation and different cities every couple days and whatnot. You really have to get used to different places pretty quickly. And San Luis Obispo was an unbelievable place. I go back there frequently, and I had such a great time there. The college coaching staff there helped me tremendously become the baseball player I am today, and I'm forever grateful and like to give back to them whenever I can. And it's just we'll always have a place in my heart. So I'll go back there often and help out Coach Lee whenever I can, and I'll just I'll be a part of that program till I die.
Well, it's good to get to know you here, but I hope you're back up there real soon. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, absolutely.
That is Logan Schafer, Sky Sox outfielder. More to come on Sky Sox Warmup from Security Service Field right after this.